Hello everyone, I just thought I would make a little video about all the updates in the latest version of FSD 13.2.2 as well as the holiday update. I know many of us probably are aware of most of these, but I have also found that there are a lot of Tesla drivers that don't take the time to look at all the technical and app details of the software that we get, and as our cars continually update it, there's a lot of features that really could make life easier. So I thought I would maybe try to highlight some of those if you want to take the time to look at some of these. So first and foremost, FSD 13.2.2, the latest version of FSD. The biggest update that many of us have is the Start FSD. So if you put a navigation in, you pick a address, it'll calculate it for you, and then I need to put myself in park. I am in park. I'll pick a different address. It'll calculate and say FSD ready to go. Now the reason why it's not lighting up is I don't have my seatbelt on. There. So then you just push the button and it'll back out and take you to your destination. On the Model 3 and Y, the Start FSD button is down over here on the right hand side, but the S and X is up there. Obviously it's been a lot more smoother. Speed control is a whole lot more accurate. It stays to the correct speed. You have your different options: chill, standard, and hurry, and you can adjust those accordingly. That works great. The speed speeds up and slows down if you scroll up and down on the wheel according to what you want. Sometimes you want it to go a little bit faster, other times you want it to go a little bit slower so you don't get a ticket. So that has been working very well, and for my experience at least, it's been amazing. It's literally as close as we've ever been to parking spot to parking spot. In fact, I had a drive that I posted yesterday where it did take me from parking spot to parking spot, and it parked correctly in the lines, which I thought was amazing. You could check out some of my other videos to see that, but it's only going to get better with that. There are still some upcoming improvements that we are waiting on. The 3x model size scaling, that I think is going to be huge. Audio inputs for better emergency vehicles. Basically, as a vehicle's coming your way or passing, it'll pull over more. I know some have posted videos where it has done that for them. I'm still waiting to have that tested out for myself. I'm hoping to see the same results. A big one that I'm really looking forward to is better movement in parking lots. It will navigate out and go, but there are sometimes it'll pull out of the parking spot and go out the wrong exit or the wrong way, or it doesn't follow the arrows. So it sounds like they are working on that. And the biggest thing that I'm looking forward to in upcoming updates for FSD 13 is support for destination options, including pulling over, parking in a spot, driveway, or garage. That's my biggest issue, is that whenever I come to my destination, it usually will pull up in front of the door. So it'll be nice to know. I'm assuming they're going to have some navigation on the screen where you could choose that you want to pick a spot, or you can choose if you want to be dropped off at the door and then have it go park itself, or when you get home if you want to have it park in your driveway, or if you want to have it pull into your garage. So I'm just curious how that's going to be played out, but it sounds like that is definitely in the plans and probably already that they're already testing. So that is FSD 13. So I know many of us have been posting a lot of videos, but take the time to test it, use it, do some edge cases. Parallel parking, I saw some people doing some parallel parking, getting out of there, parking it into a dead end, having it get you out of there. Parking ramps, I've seen some have some real good success with parking ramps. When I did a parking ramp, it did go around in circles, but then there was a few times where it turned the wrong way, where it kept going in circles instead of finding the exit. So I'm assuming they'll continue to work on progress with that too. So let's talk about the holiday updates. The first option that it talks about is update to data sharing. That way you can help improve privacy and when to use your external speaker for emergency vehicles. So if you go to Start and then go down to Software, there's data sharing. Allow. Oh, I'll turn that on. So I'll share everything because I want whatever I can do to help. I have no issue with that. And according, everybody's different. So if some people have a little more criticism or nervous about sharing, then you don't have to turn that on. But that's where you can do that. So again, it's Start, Software, and data sharing. The next feature talks about camera visibility detection. I actually had use this yesterday. So we have our rear camera and then our two side cameras. I was backing out and there's a person that was walking behind my car. My car did not back out, with the Start FSD. Instead, it had a red flash or a red light showing that there is somebody there. So it helps you to be aware. If you're not on FSD, I'm assuming when you back up, it'll still have that red light there, so you don't accidentally hit somebody or a car. So that's a nice new feature, kind of like what they do with blinkers. It has the red light when there's a car in your blind spot. So it's a nice added feature that they added. My favorite addition to the holiday update is the Apple Watch support. So now we have our Apple Watch support. I have 2 Teslas, so you just choose which one you want. You have your lock, you can pop the trunk, you can turn your temperature on, but the best feature is you can use it as your key. So as you walk out and walk away, if you don't have your phone, it will lock. If you walk up, it will unlock and let you in. One thing I do want to point out is, so right now if I have it on this car, my blue one, which is Jasmine, and then I go to walk up to my red one and I don't have my phone with me, my red one will not open. You actually have to hit the little 3 dots, switch to the other car, and then it will open. It's not like your phone where it just automatically detects each car. I'm guessing, and then this is just a personal hunch, that in future updates that they will have that same feature. Well, you won't have to choose manually, but it'll just work automatically. But just something to keep in mind if you have more than one Tesla. But I really love that feature. I've tested out a few times where I had my phone at my desk at home and I had to run out to my car, which was parked outside, and it unlocked it. I was able to pull the charger out, put it in my other car. So it works really well. So again, one of my favorite features that they added was the Apple Watch support. I know many of us have been waiting for that for a long time. The next feature that I was really excited about that Tesla added was the mobile app dash cam viewer. On our phone, for our dash cams, we see that when you get in, you have that notification that says that you have a dash cam to view. You'd always have to come in here and see it from your car. Here you see me. I actually did this on purpose, but it has the you have to be in your car to see it. Well, you no longer have to do that. Now you can go in on the app. If you go to it'll pop up on your screen, view recent clips. You tap that, it'll connect to your vehicle, and then it shows all your recent videos. You can watch them, you can save them to your phone, you could post them. A really nice feature that I know many of us have been waiting for, and when they first had the Sentry mode, the first thing I thought, I was like, well, why can't we see these on our phone? That'd be so nice. Well, now they finally added that. So again, my second favorite update of the holiday update this year was being able to view video clips. Another thing that if you notice in the notes, it also will send you notifications if somebody's trying to break in. So I actually took a screenshot. I left my phone away from my car. I came to walk up and pretended to try to open the door, and it popped up a message on my phone saying, "Sentry mode detected unusual activity. Front driver's side door was attempted to be opened while vehicle in sentry mode." So then you could click on that. It'll take you right to the clip. You can see, hey, who's trying to get into my car? And you could go take action right away. So I thought, again, that's another really nice feature, a safety feature that they enabled. So be sure to go into your security and drivers and your settings and make sure your sentry mode is turned on. They did say earlier this year, I mean, this is back in March, that sentry mode would, they would improve the battery drain with sentry mode on. I personally haven't seen if that has really taken effect yet. And with some of these newer features, I'm wondering if it'll actually be less or maybe the same or a little bit more. But still, it's a really nice feature, especially if you're in a bad area or a high security or low security area where you may be more prone to have somebody try to tamper with your car. Tesla haters out there. It's really nice to have that. Let's see, the next feature that they highlighted was auto shift. So the Model S and X have had auto shift for a while. If you go to pedals and steering, it had, I thought it was pedals and steering. You can turn on auto shift beta, have it on. So when you're in park, you can press on the brake and it'll automatically detect that you need to go backwards, and you press on the brake again, it'll put it in forward and it'll take off. That is now a feature added to the 3 and Y vehicles. I think even with the ones with stocks. Don't quote me on that, but I thought that they also had that included for the pre-refresh Model 3 with stocks. But instead of going under pedals and steering, you go under dynamics and then you go to auto shift and then turn that on. So be sure to go in your settings, so you click your little Tesla car, pedals and steering, or dynamics, and then turn on for auto shift. So that's another really nice welcome feature. Sirius XM is added. I know some people do like that. I used to have it, but I've gone away from Sirius. But if you are a subscriber and want that, it's now right in your app. So you can choose Sirius XM and just connect your account through the software. Set arrival energy. That's a really nice feature. So I put my destination here. If you click the 3 dots, you have the option where you can choose what energy you want to enter at. So you probably would use that more if you're on a trip. That way it calculates your supercharger stops and how long you need to be at those charger stops. I probably always would set mine more to like it won't let me go lower than 50. Looks like it only lets you go lower than 50%. But you can adjust what percentage you want to be at when you get to your destination, if you want to enable that. So that's another nice new feature that they added. Search along route. So if you see, I put my route in here. Now it shows all your destinations that you can pick restaurants you can click on, and then if you want, you could just add it as a stop along the way. If you're hungry or if you need gas. We wouldn't need gas, but if you need to stop at a gas station to get some snacks or something, is more what I meant, because that's what I do all the time. Even though I don't ever get gas anymore, I always stop at the local Quick Trip to get a drink or a soda or a snack. So that's a really nice feature that they added. We talked about the rear cross traffic alerts. A new feature is tune in. If you go to your tool, tune in is a new feature. I haven't really used it, but I think you can add your stations, news. So I should actually check that out. Looks like it has some nice different stations that you can listen to. If you go on the browser and you're listening to like a video or a movie, you can start the video while in park, and then when you start driving, it'll minimize and you can listen to it. You won't be able to watch the movie, but you can listen to it while you're driving. So it was another one of the minor features that they added. There's an update to the light show, so go to your boombox and schedule light show. It added some new light shows. I think they were more for like the Cyber Symphony. So I have yet to do any light shows, but I kind of look forward to it. And the one thing I really want to point out is you can now schedule a light show from your app. So if you go to your Tesla app, you just scroll down, go to schedule, and then light show. You could choose which light show that you want and then start it. You can choose whether you want to have the dance moves where it opens the windows and doors and hood or whatever, if your car has that, or your Tesla has that, the volume, and then you could start it. You no longer have to get into your car, go to Toy Box, set your schedule, get out, shut the door. You can do it all right from your app. So that I think is amazing. I almost was going to do it with when my wife took my car to work yesterday and see it for coworkers, said anything, but I didn't get a chance to do it. But a way you can maybe do a little bit of a joke, but a nice little welcome feature. The next update that, come on, release notes. Got to get back to my app. Release notes, there we go. Apple Watch, Auto Shift Sirius, such a long route. Precipitation map, that one I'm super excited about too. So if you tap on your screen, you can, you've always had your, whether you could change it to regular map to Earth view. You can see stoplights, your destinations, your superchargers. It shows all your superchargers, but one they just added now is precipitation. So if you tap that, it shows the precipitation and all the storms that are going, and then it shows a time delay. It looks like it's from 3 hours. Wow. So you could zoom in, and that way if you have a destination in mind, you can see if you're going to be driving into some kind of weather. So I thought that is amazing that they added that. And at first it was only for the newer ECUs or newer computers, that, but now they've included the older Atom chips for Model 3s and Model Ys. So I thought that was a really nice welcome addition. I don't think they have this for the older S's, and X's, the legacy models. I'm not. Don't quote me on that, but I don't think they do have that support. So that is sad. It would be nice if they did have that, but I'm sure if they could, they would. It just probably the processing power. There's certain probably technical details as to why they didn't include it, but that's a really nice feature that they added. That's my third favorite feature of the holiday update. There's a new game, Boomerang FU. Then theater and video updates. You can interact with your rear screen on the main screen up here. I think you go to theater, and then you could choose one of these features in here. You can see the rear. You can see your rear screen. This is with cars that have, or the Teslas, like Cybertrucks, the S, X, new S, new X, and new Model 3 that have the rear screen. So you can see what's on the screen, what your kids are watching. So that's a nice little feature that they added. Seat control. So if you go to seats, hit your car, and then go to seats. Where is it? You can now move your, if you see over here, you can move your passenger seat. So I thought that was a nice feature that they added. Maintenance and summary, you can go in and change your maintenance for when you have go to service. Tire rotation overdue. I need to rotate my tires. I'm way overdue as that. So another nice feature that they added. So I know I've talked about a few of the minor updates, but maybe we could just talk about it. It says tap nearby parking on any point of interest to get directions to nearby parking and start your journey with ease. So that's a nice update. Navigation will now dynamically route around road closures and display them along as an affected route when they are detected by the fleet. So if you have a route and there's a road closure, it uses the Tesla fleet. It'll redirect you to avoid that. So I think that's an amazing update. I haven't really had a chance to take it on a trip, so if I do and I'm recording, I'll try to post that. But if any of you see that, be sure to post that so we can see how good that works. I did mention how if somebody tries to open up your car and Sentry mode is active, how you'll get receive a notification on your app. That's really cool. The dash cam clips, how you can review them on your phone. It says the energy app's consumption page has been updated to let you view your energy usage over the last 200 miles. So that's a nice feature. It says experience Rainbow Road inside the cabin with accent lighting. So you can go to app launcher, toy box. Where's toy box? And Rainbow Road. Rainbow Road. So you can do that if you want. Vampire Survivors has been updated, and minor fixtures and performance enhancements have been applied. So that's basically the holiday updates. I think it's amazing. There's a ton of holiday updates this year. What other car company has this many updates? I know Rivian had some updates. I don't remember. I didn't read into much what they all did. I know they had some really cool things as well, but it's so nice to be able to get in your car, get a software update, and feel like you have a brand new car all over again. One thing I did want to highlight, I think I don't know if you saw my post, but one of last year's big holiday updates was the lock sounds. So you take advantage of your lock sounds. So you go to Toy Box, then Boombox. You can turn on lock sound, and it has a number of different lock sounds by default that you could choose from. Prison door, chirp, quack, applause. I think there's one that's fart, if I remember. But you can create your own. You just choose USB. You put it on a USB stick. You call it lock sound, I think. It's got to be exact. There's instructions. And just add any WAV file. I have it in one of my other posts exactly how to do it, and I currently have this set to the I'll Be Back by Arnold Schwarzenegger. And my other car I set as a lightsaber going off. So I have a Snoop Dogg one. I have a couple other ones too that I downloaded off Tesla. Not a Tesla has on their site, they have where you can download a number of them. You can, if you're tech savvy enough, you can actually make your own wave too. You just have to take any song, and you just Google make a wave file, and you have to make sure it's really small, and then just convert the sound to that a .wav file, .wav, and rename it to that lock sound. And stick it on the root of the USB, and then plug it into your glove compartment, and then just choose USB. It is kind of clunky having to go through that process. If I was a betting man, maybe next holiday update, they're going to make it so you can download them and then just through remotely, send it to your car from your app. So you don't have to be plugging in and unplugging all the time. But I'm sure that they've already got a plan for that. They just have to work it out. You know, they can't give us everything all the time. You know, got to work it out one step at a time. But that was one of last year's holiday updates, so be sure and use that. So anyway, I know this has been going on for quite some time, so I hope if you've actually taken the time to watch this, I hope it helped you out. But enjoy your Teslas. Have a safe time off these next couple weeks. I know people have off for the holidays, and let's get some of the more of those FSD videos out there to help show the world the great technology of Tesla.